A highway patrol officer pulls over a suspicious vehicle, intending to check the driver's ID, but in the next second, the suspect suddenly pulls out a gun. The officer's wife reacts quickly and fires back, but unfortunately, the attacker still manages to escape. Although she immediately calls for backup, her husband dies right in front of her eyes. For a woman who has just become pregnant, this is an utterly devastating blow. The killer is a butcher-like criminal known as Satan. He has committed 15 brutal crimes across 6 continents. The nickname comes not only from his savage methods, dismemberment and cutting victims in half, but also because he leaves behind a Satan-like symbol or totem after every murder. He chooses his victims at random and always travels by car, avoiding major cities. This makes it nearly impossible for the police to track his patterns. Aside from warning the public to stay alert, law enforcement has little to go on. Compared to other serial killers, although the butcher is physically imposing, he is exceptionally calculating. Except during the act itself, when he reveals his true face, he usually hides his appearance with long hair and sunglasses. He stays in motels that don't require identification, and when it's time to sleep, he doesn't lie in bed. Instead, he hides in a closet, curled up with a gun in his hands. Preparing for his next crime, the butcher drives to a small-town clinic. After staking it out for hours, he finally sees the doctor leave work. Completely unaware of any danger, the doctor gets into the car, only to realize too late that the killer is already hiding in the back seat. The woman ultimately cannot escape her fate. Because the confined space inside the car isn't ideal for his usual methods, the killing is less gruesome than usual. Only the strange symbol carved on her head tells the story of the killer's evil and the victim's unwilling death. Not long after, Mary, who lives nearby, sees a police officer reporting to her father, who is his superior. She learns that the butcher has struck again. Ever since her husband's death, she's been unable to move on. She has even sought therapy, but with little success. She often wakes from nightmares, realizing the killer has become a constant haunting presence in her mind. One day, she decides to go after him alone, not only to avenge her husband, but also to save more innocent lives. Meanwhile, the butcher is heading toward the Canadian border when he spots a car being repaired on the roadside. He doesn't stop immediately. Instead, he drives a short distance into the woods, puts on a mask, and takes out a sledgehammer from the trunk. The man is still focused on fixing the tire, and by the time he notices the killer, it's already too late. The loud noise startles the girl inside the car. When she steps out to check, she sees her boyfriend's body, just as expected. She immediately runs for her life, while the butcher calmly follows behind. At that moment, a truck appears ahead. The woman desperately waves for help, but due to poor visibility and high speed, by the time the driver hits the brakes, it's already too late.